Hey dudes, welcome back to another Dragon Ball FighterZ video. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the importance of combos, and as a newer player, what you might want to focus on in order to take your gameplay to the next level. That even applies to high-ranked players who feel like they plateaued after focusing a ton on learning combos. Now, I'm going to want your guys' thoughts and opinions on this topic in the comments down below, so if you have any tips or any opinions on this matter, feel free to leave it down there. And also, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. We're getting really close to 4,000 subscribers, so I gotta give you guys a massive thank you for that. You see, because by now we all know Dragon Ball FighterZ is an extremely aggressive game. It can be scary in order to be on defense. So knowing this, a lot of people go into training mode and learn some really nasty combos in hopes that they can open their opponent up and blow their health bar away. And then they get to ranked only to get demolished by somebody mashing light attack. Now what I'm about to say especially applies to newer players, and it can apply to more experienced players as well, but you learn these crazy combos, you go into ranked matches, and you start to overextend yourself with really risky moves in hopes of getting these combos off. Throwing random 2Ms out there, or if you're like me, throwing 5H at full screen because I'm a Nappa player. And then when it doesn't work, you find yourself getting comboed. While on the opposite side of the spectrum, your opponent is just mashing light attack, which is fairly low risk and one of the safer options for most characters. And while it may not yield as much damage, once again, it's less risk, it's harder to punish, and it's still damage at the end of the day. I mean, you had that one pro, for example, and his name escapes me, but he won at a tournament just doing basic combos with nothing fancy. This goes to show, and this proves that there's more to winning high-level games than just the combos you do. Because if you can never land those combos, then they don't really do you any good. So what things should you practice? For one, I would definitely say learn and get used to movement. If you can move fluidly and comfortably around the screen, then you're going to find yourself in a much better position. It's going to be harder for your opponent to hit you, and it might even be easier for you to hit them, allowing you to actually open them up with one of these combos that you practiced. This is why you see a lot of professional players doing super jump floats, using their actual character's moves in order to maneuver around the screen, and instant air dashing, or even moon jumping across the screen. This tip alone will see you win a lot more of your ranked fights if you haven't already gotten to this. Next up, I would recommend practicing block strings and mix-up options. If you know how to pressure your opponent, it's only a matter of time before they open up. And this also leads us to you not getting punished for one of your block strings. And it's something that I admittedly could work on as well. But now you can't always be attacking, right? I mean, this is a two-way street, and it's only a matter of time before the opponent starts applying the pressure on you. And when that happens, you gotta know how to defend. We actually have a video talking about some defensive tips for you, so if you wanna go ahead and check that out, it's right up here. But defending is equal parts important in Dragon Ball FighterZ and in all other fighting games. So once you have all these tips down, and once you kind of practice these things, I think you'll end up finding that combos aren't nearly as important to learn as the other things in fighting games. Well, obviously they definitely help. I mean, the more damage you can do, the better off you're gonna be, obviously. But there's a reason that we see a lot of professional players opt for safer routes instead of going for the crazy optimal stuff or TODs. We see them go the safer route because they don't want to overextend themselves. They don't want to leave themselves open for punishment, because if you're playing somebody of equal skill level, they will capitalize on that. And sometimes it's very worth it to give up damage to avoid getting blown up in the future. This goes right back to that pro player that won one of the tournaments just doing basic B&Bs. And to make this more relatable, because most of us aren't at a professional skill level in this game, or any fighting game for that matter, this is also how I've been able to kind of climb the ranks of Dragon Ball FighterZ despite using completely randomized teams that you guys recommend to me. But hey dudes, look, this is all just one guy's opinion. With Guilty Gear Strive on the horizon, it got me thinking of what it is I want to practice when I first get my hands on the game. So I figured I'd make this video as something to keep in the back of your mind for not only Dragon Ball FighterZ, but any fighting games moving forward. But like I said, this is all just my opinions. What do you guys think? I want to hear from you in the comments down below. What do you think are some tips, some tricks, some things people should work on when they first are getting their hands on a new game? Now on that note, if you guys want more Dragon Ball FighterZ, I got a couple of videos on your screen now. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to throw the like my way, it helps out a bunch. And if you're new here, stick around for a while. I'd love to catch you guys back here tomorrow. As always, I want to thank you guys tremendously for watching. I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me. I'll catch you guys here tomorrow, but until then, have yourselves a wonderful day.